Let's talk about moon jumping. In a game like this, anime fighting games are always known for crazy movement. And one of the techniques that's often used across many of the anime fighting games is moon jumping. Now, before I go in details into what it is, understand that you have several levels of jumping in this game. So to illustrate that, this is me just regularly jumping. Look at the roof of that house that's behind me. Now if I press down and up, notice how I can see the whole roof of it. So I get a slight bit of a one faster jump and two higher jump. And this also carries with momentum. You're going forward, you do a moon jump, uh, you're going to jump higher. Now, speaking of momentum, in this game, you do carry the momentum that you have, that your character has, particularly if you're running or dashing into your jumps. So, for example, if I jump forward, notice the distance that I cover. Right? Even if I hold jump forward, doesn't change anything. It just basically travels a set amount of distance. Now, if I'm already running, notice what happens. Notice how far forward I move if I like dash or when I'm running. It carries my running momentum forward. And that makes sense, right? Just carrying your momentum backwards, not so much, but forward, absolutely. And you can also do that with your extended high jump. So with your higher jump, your enhanced jump, per se, if you will. So forward dash, down, forward, and up is going to make you jump super high. Now, moon jumping refers to you doing, because you have 3 frames of landing, or actually 3 frames of jump. Notice on the top, on the bottom left, there's those 3 blue squares with like a yellow line. Those are your jump startup frames. You can actually input a dash during that the startup frames of those. Um, and as tough as it sounds, uh, we do have macros in this game. So when you go to your controller settings, you do have a dash macro right here. Right now I have it set to R2, which means anytime I press R2 on its own, I get a quick dash, I can hold it and I can run, which means on my jump startup animation, I can technically press my R2 and have it do my running animation, and then I can cancel with a jump. And moon jumping refers to being able to dash and immediately press down and forward and up to get your extended jump and get as close as you can to your opponent from anywhere on the screen. Notice how quickly that was. Now, instead of you just doing, you can always do like R2 and then, of course, down, forward, and up, but you're killing frames when you're pressing R2. You can see the R2 animation starts when you're going. You can actually input buffer your dashes or your R2 macro um, while you're killing frames with a move recovery. So if you're doing jump and on your landing, you can literally press your macro and just like that, be able to get a moon jump. Press your down and then, there you go. Press your down and then forward and up to get your high super jump forward. You can also do it on attack recoveries, like when you do this, something. You do a down one, you can do your moon jump. You can do a jump back, moon jump forward. This is particularly helpful in situations where, let's say with Sahir, right? That's a character I have right now. Let's say I do this, right? She's taking aim to go, but if I try to jump forward, right? If I just jump forward, look at how little distance I cover. That's not gonna get a mix of anything. But if I just go in, notice how much more distance I just covered. There you go. Now you may say, well, there is a big gap between the time that you hit it with the projectile versus when you're in their face. Yes, that's just thinking of one application. You can always, and I covered this before, Tiger Knee Special. You can always Tiger Knee and get a quicker recovery on the special because you're lowered to the ground, which is going to let you now close the gap a little bit more. So you have utilization for super jumps like that and moon jumping. So play around with this, see what your character can do. That was a terrible moon jump, by the way. And I did it too slow on the recovery, something like that. Uh, yeah, play around with this, see what your character can do. There we go. That was much closer. Excellent. And yeah, have some fun.